Hello everyone, Storm 101 here. Today we'll be having an update on Tropical Storm Isaias here. Will it survive for the Dominican Republic? We'll be talking about that and also where it's going to be going. If we have a big update for the direction that's going to be going. We also have Invest 93L, which is right over here. Has a 20% chance. It's a pretty low end, but Netrick considers already saying this is a Invest 93L already. But it seems like it doesn't have a lot of time to organize. But we'll talk about that as well. But let's just mainly talk about Isaias, which is now officially a tropical storm with 60 mile per hour winds. But one thing that's going to be an issue here is going to be the geography of Dominican Republic here, which we'll be talking about that. If we go and click on here, and you can tell with the wind history, it's got a very large field for tropical storm winds. I mean, it's pretty large, I gotta say. You'll have a better idea of what it looks like right now. And you can see how large the field is for tropical storm winds. Puerto Rico, for you guys, is almost over right now. And Dominican Republic is starting to get some tropical storm winds as of right now. We have tropical storm warnings for portions of the Bahamas and even some watches on the northwest side of Dominican Republic as well. You can see here they're expecting this to maintain as a tropical storm really pretty much the entire time for the most part. But you can see where the cone's going. Really, the East Coast has a threat to this system here, to Isaias. And that's actually how you pronounce it, Isaias. So, yeah. And I believe it's 70 mile per hour winds as it gets by Florida. At least I believe so. I don't know what graphic to look into, but really, overall, it's going to get very close to Florida. And here's the intensity forecast here for Isaias. And we got a couple of models in the hurricane strength territory. Um, and really, I think it's a pretty good model as of that nailed Gonzalo is AVNI right here. And what's and I think it's pretty accurate, really, overall. Because whenever it hits the Dominican Republic, it's probably more likely to go dynamic as it hits some land, and then eventually hits some wind shear, and then it starts to gain back some intensity later on. But really, the majority of the models just kind of maintain strength, which I kind of doubt it with that. Although it does start to slowly die down, you can see by some of these models here, kind of going towards tropical depression there. I'm gonna back this off here. But you can tell there is tons of convection, and there's actually two circulations. There's one right here, at least I believe so, one right there, which is the dominant circulation right now. And you got another circulation somewhere right in here. That's what's been going on. We got two different circulations fighting each other really this entire time. So, and now we have a dominant circulation for the most part. And there's been reports that the northern circulation started getting a little bit of intensity again, so we're going to have to watch that very closely. And the southern circulation will likely have a hit for Dominican Republic, which is the dominant circulation as of right now, and the northern circulation may miss it. But there's still more obstacles down the road than just Dominican Republic right now. But the geography of Dominican Republic, as you can see here, has a pretty mountainous terrain, although not the entire island is. You can see most of the mountainous terrain is on the central or western side, and really at this point here, your circulation is going to be like somewhere right in here and move it to the northwest. So if it misses it just to the east here, it may be a little stronger as it leaves at the Dominican Republic, although there is still some more mountainous terrain by Puerto Plata there. But we're going to have to keep an eye on this. And Dominican Republic is known for shredding tropical systems, so we're going to have to keep an eye on that there. And this is the Cmc Ensembles here, which is kind of going back towards the Gulf of Mexico, but really the majority of the malls are just showing it going on the East Coast. And for some reason, really the malls have been going back and forth with that. And here's the GFS Ensembles here. You can see here, I think the areas that need to keep it on for landfall is going to be eastern Florida and eastern North Carolina and southeastern Virginia as of right now. Now, there could be more areas that have a threat to landfall down the road, but it just really depends of how strong the Bermuda High is going to be, because that's what's steering the system here. You also got troughing, pretty much as closer to the system, about as close as Kentucky and Tennessee right now, so at least around that time, so yeah. And again, like I said, there's still more obstacles for the system here. So this is the GFS. I think one of the big players is going to be wind shear, and there's going to be high amounts. And you can see here how it kind of shifts here. Here's your surface circulation there, and your northern circulation there. You can see how it just shifts, just like that, to the northern circulation there. And then you can see how it kind of continues on for the Bahamas, and it just runs into just some strong wind shear. And wind shear actually starts to get into the circulation. You can tell right there in a couple of frames, it really starts to get to the circulation. And really, I think at this point here, it's the environment is a little bit more favorable, but then it just hits some more um, wind shear later on. So it may have a chance to gain some intensity, really just off the east coast of Georgia and just beyond there before it hits even more wind shear as it kind of gets closer to the northeastern east coast there. So still something to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on. And here's your uh, so I could see how much dry air there'll be in the atmosphere, which is going to be loading slowly. You can see here it's going to have a lot of moisture with it, obviously. And there's some dry air off to the east and even to the west as well. So some dry air may try to affect the system. Which I'm not really too worried about this here. Come on. I don't know why we're loading slow today. Let's forget about it. But anyways, I made a map here for you guys of how favorable the environment will be here. And really, generally, anywhere it's going to be going, it's just not really going to be a favorable environment. Really, just due to wind shear, really. Now, it may survive for wind shear, but really, the environment itself won't be favorable for tropical systems due to a lot of wind shear. Now, we're going to see if the system can make it through. I think the biggest question is it going to make it through the Dominican Republic, and that's where it's going to be going to. That's going to be the biggest question there. If it's able to pass Dominican Republic, then we'll have a better idea later down the road. But you can see it really generally anywhere the system's going to be going, it's not going to be that favorable. The only area that could be a little bit more favorable for tropical systems is really again off the east coast of Georgia, really South Carolina into like Wilmington. But if it does go a little bit over land, it won't be favorable due to some more wind shear. But really, it's just off the east coast there. There's not really as much wind shear to work with. Not as much wind shear, but in more wind shear, it's looking to be forecasted as it kind of gets closer to like Virginia Beach and Norfolk uh, there as well. And that might be just beyond that there. And I think it's going to Do I think it's going to survive for Dominican Republic? We're just 90% sure since it's got two circulations. If it's got one circulation, I mean, this system here would have been more easier to forecast here. And if we go back here, let's talk about Invest 93L. At least that's what someone mentioned on Twitter, which is doesn't seem like actually we do not have Invest 93L right now on here, but they might have lied or something. But either way, there still is a tropical wave to watch, anyways. You can see here, pretty much a low chance of developing as of right now, but we're gonna see it there. It seems like that might be the possibility for Invest 93L there, but we're gonna see about that. But anyways, guys, this is all I can for you guys today. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy this a tropical storm Isaias update. If you guys would like this a tropical update, hit that like button. If you really do like my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you never miss an upload. If you guys have questions about this, you can put in the comment section down below. I will answer your guys' questions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.